Well, gang, it looks inevitable. I mean, after this most likely loss, Yankees will be 9 out from Toronto with 10 games to go. So it's uh, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. And the feeling of inevitability is just getting more apparent by the day. But bright parts of the day. Jason Dominguez had successful Tommy John surgery today. His recovery timeline is there. Okay, and it starts today. 9 to 10 months. That's the projected recovery timetable. And um, Austin Wells hit his first home run, and Michael King with a 7 inning, 13 strikeout performance today. It was I mean, he's solidifying himself to be a member of the starting rotation in 2024. That said, I still think the Yankees will be wise to add another frontline starter like Yoshinobu Yamamoto if they can from Japan. And if you get all good, crew, shout out to everybody in the chat, by the way. Everybody. This is why I love this crew, because win or lose, we're here, right? There's no fair weather fanning here. You know, we vent our frustrations, all this stuff, but we support the Yankees no matter what. So, and I appreciate all of you for that. I really do. Really, really do. So, yeah, you probably May, June for Sean Brown. I think to get him back on the field, and then I think June, July. I think you're right in terms of the Bronx, because he's going to need some rehab games. He's going to need that stuff to kind of ramp back up again from Tommy John. So he's going to need a little bit of time. So Consul Getty's in the house. Yeah, I mean, Cole, Rodon, Yamamoto, King. That's a nice four. That really is a nice four. So Lee, yeah, Hangzhou Lee. I mean, I would be going Jung Ho Lee. I'd be going after both. Hey Jennifer, how are you? Andrea, thank you so much for your loyalty. I appreciate it. Really, the best crew in the place. All of you. And yeah, I mean, elimination is going to go down to 1 after today, Randall. I mean, after today, Aiden. So only offensive as well as, yeah, that's right. When you contact hitters, you got that right. We do. And guys who are, who attack the ball relentlessly, consistently, and again, contact hitters. They slump less often for shorter periods of time, and we need more of them. And Jung Ho Lee, he would be a good, I think, a good leadoff hitter guy here, and which is one reason I love to. I worry a little bit about Cody Bellinger, about his ability to stay healthy and produce the entire length of his contract. This guy, Jung Ho Lee, is 24, bats lefty. He draws a lot of comparisons to Ichiro's contact that he puts the ball in play no matter where it is. So he's a guy I definitely will be looking into. And he's going to cost half the price as, what do you call it, Bellinger. Now I'm trying to see a lot of folks talking about Stanton. So an article came out today that the Yankees are, possibly considering looking into moving Stanton. Now, again, that's going to be very hard to do. If the Dodgers don't get Shohei Ohtani, they can save $300 to $400 million by trading for Stanton. And a couple different ways. I mean, the Yankees can eat a chunk of the contract, get them off their books, or not eat a chunk of the contract, add a good prospect. And somebody was asking, if Peraza, I would move Peraza if it meant unloading the entirety of Stanton's contract. That's probably the only situation that I would move Peraza. So, I mean, Schmidt's had a rougher second half of the season, Robert, but he's a guy that should be given every opportunity to try to make it. I would like to add a second pitcher in free agency if I could, but at the very least, you got to get Yamamoto here. You got to get him here and hope for a rebound year from Rodon. 'Cause that would be a nasty three at the top. Really would be. But we don't know if the Dodgers will take Stan. I mean, it was the only other team aside from the Yankees that he would have waived his no trade clause for. So, um, we'll see. We'll see. I really don't know. I don't know. I really, like I said, I mean, if they want the Yankees to assume a chunk of his contract, fair enough. But you're not going to get Peraza with it. Like if they want a good prospect to go on Stanton, then you got to pay more Stanton's deal, most or all of it, and that's a fair exchange. You know what I mean? Yeah, I pass on Otani personally, yeah, and he had his elbow surgery too. He's already confirmed too that his agent says that he'll be ready for opening day 2024, but only as a hitter. He's not going to pitch at all next year. He'll be back to pitching and hitting in 2025. That his agent announced and Otani announced too. So, and he got his elbow surgery the other day. Well, King has gradually been working his way into being a starter, showing an incredible level of consistency and resilience. And he should be giving an opportunity at the very least. Now, there's only a few scenarios which I would trade Schmidt. I mean, that would be in a package for Juan Soto, along with other guys. And keep in mind, too, when the Padres acquired him, they acquired 2.5 years of Soto. There's any team that acquires now are only getting 1 year. So the package will be less. It's still going to be substantial, yes. But again, he's a generational player. He really is. He really, really is. So yeah, I think Otani wants him in Seattle too. Boston might be in the running for him too. There's talk about them running for him, going for Yamamoto. So we just don't know. Well, Randall, the good thing about the Peraza and Soto is the Padres don't need any infielders. So Peraza wouldn't make sense in that trade. Pereira would. Spencer Jones would. One of those guys. And one of those guys would have to go, or even Dominguez would have to go for Juan Soto. So, you know what I mean? It's and again, we're talking about Juan Soto here. There's not many players in baseball that are better than him and a better fit for the Yankees too than Juan Soto. Yeah, I mean Austin Wells got a nice little bat to him. CWE, they're probably going to have to move Spencer Jones for Soto. You're talking about Juan Soto here, so I mean the Yankees are enamored with Spencer Jones' upside, but Spencer Jones is a prospect too. Um, Soto is a proven star in MLB, and unfortunately that's going to have to be the price. Yeah. It may leave a bad taste in our mouths, but again, it's Juan Soto. He's a generational player. Yeah. Um, well, if they're willing to take Dominguez and not Spencer Jones, that's something you have to consider, Randall. Definitely have to consider that. Let's see, Dominguez. I do think the Padres are probably going to ride this thing out and try to build around Soto and wait until he's a free agent. And again, that's what the Yankees want to do. That's fine too. But that's a risk too. You risk losing the chance to guys like Lee and other guys like Bellinger and so on and so forth. And if Soto doesn't become a free agent, then you lose out on those guys and him. So it comes with risk. Um, yeah, I'll have to wait until middle of next season, Robert. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, we're hearing he's the left-handed version of Aaron Judge. And he murders the baseball, Spencer Jones. He murders the baseball. He's in Double A now, so he still has a ways to go. But again, um, 3 years at Vanderbilt, one of the more storied baseball universities in America, and so his path to the majors is probably not going to be that long. So, make a video on the wild card race? Nah, I didn't, Aiden. I did not. Padres might be the next Angels. Yeah, I mean, look, like the Angels could lose Otani, they could potentially lose Trout like that. The Padres could lose Blake Snell, Josh Hader, and then Juan Soto. They could do that. They really could. We'll see what we'll see what they do. They have a tendency to be more aggressive than the Angels. Um, so especially recently. I might live stream some postseason games. I'll definitely be recapping them. I'll definitely be live streaming the winter meetings. That's for damn sure. I'll try and see what I can live stream during the playoffs. The Padres wait until next trade. Yeah, they're not going to get much for him. Exactly. No matter how good he is. So they would be wise to move him now. They really would be. The Padres. They'd be wise to move him. No, it's definitely not the Yankees' year this year. Got that right, Aiden. You're 100% right. 100% right. Stanton needs to find. Yeah, he's got to find the fountain of youth. He definitely does. He's got to find his ability to hit again and ability to run again. Like these are vital components of being a baseball player. You know, Cortez. Yeah, Robert. I mean, he might be better fit at this point as a long reliever, and no, I'm not a starter. I think the innings workload increase last year affected his ability to stay healthy this year, and it might continue to affect his ability. So if I'm him, I would try long relief for Nestor Cortez. I really, really would. Yeah, I mean, he was an MVP with Miami, and that's when that's when the Yankees got him right after his 59 home run MVP season. That's when they traded for him. Yeah, I mean, if the Padres are willing to take Dominguez and not Jones or Soto, it's definitely something I would consider. Yeah, I mean, Soto, Judge, and Jones would be insanity, Randall. Insanity in the offense. Like, it really would be. And again, like, you know, as exciting as Dominguez is, we're talking Juan Soto here. So that's a hard trade to pass up on if you get the opportunity to take it. Really hard. Harper would have had more home run. Yeah, maybe. Aiden, maybe. And Stanton's over 400 right now. I mean, I think Bryce Harper's what, at 300? No, and Stanton's at 400. He hasn't been able to stay healthy the last couple of years. It's crazy, and the majority of his injuries are lower body injuries. So it's kind of nuts. Yeah, I don't know, Joel. That's a good question. Is it our conditioning program that has him so far? Like, does he um, have like a significant restriction in range of motion and flexibility and all the stuff that limits his ability to be productive? Right? We just don't know. Get my laptop charger here. We don't know, and that's a difficult one to ascertain. It really is. And if so, like, what is going on? How is it like? How is it so difficult for this guy to stay healthy? It's not like he runs a ton either. So what the hell is it? You know? Yeah, if the Dodgers don't get Ohtani, they might ask Stanton. Yeah, they might ask about Stanton. And this is where the Yankees could be creative with a trade. Combination of wear and tear on his body over the years. Sean, yeah. I mean, and he's a big dude too. So that's the other thing. He's not like built like Brett Gardner. He's huge. He's massive. It's almost like Dwayne the Rock Johnson in baseball uniform. That's what it's like. He's big boy. You I agree, Randall. Oswaldo and Clark Schmidt would be in that. Yeah, I would agree. I would agree, Randall. I mean, Mingus, Cabrera, Schmidt. You might even have to throw in somebody like Will Warren or Drew Thorpe or somebody like that. You might have to do that too. Yeah, 6'6", 240. Mm-hmm. I mean, Davey, there's a possibility that the Giants might take him. But we'll see. I just, there's no guarantee right now. There's no guarantee right now. So I doubt Uncle Stevie will take him. I doubt he'll go to the Mets. I highly doubt that, Davey. No. I'm telling you, I mean, Kim Ng, I think would be a good idea to consider, at the very least, reach out to. I had so many people pissed off at that video about a woman coming in as a GM. A lot of people had a problem with a woman in a position of authority here. It was crazy. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. She does a good job. It's very good at her job. She's familiar with the Yankees way too. So now the Mets want to have extension talks with Pete Alonso. No surprise, Aiden. What's up, D-Rod? How are you? Yeah, I mean, it's going to be really interesting to see what happens this offseason in terms of, like, they're going to have to make some trades, some free agent signings, get probably into one or two big names, and then a couple of reasonable free agents that they could bring in position. So, but they're going to have to, um, they're going to have to be very productive. Like, really, seriously, they'll have to be really productive. So we'll see. Yeah, yeah, she's done a good job. Can't trade Bowers. Can't really trade anybody right now. Trade is over, but I mean, you just move him in the offseason. DFA him or release him, or you could trade him then in the offseason. We can't do it right now. Um, yeah, exactly. Yeah, Sean, exactly. She's good at her job. She gets it done. She's getting a good job done over in Miami too. So she's doing it. spearheaded that Luis Arias trade. Like that was her. That was her. Yeah, D-Rod. Oh, I'm with you there. I'm with you there all day, D-Rod. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Yes, Soto will be more expensive than Brent Bellinger, but again, Soto's like 4 years younger. Okay, he fits what the Yankees need, and again, the prospects you would move for him are prospects. They're not proven at the major league level, so you never really know. Soto's a proven entity, and he could be our left fielder for the next decade. And if they get Dominguez back at some point, you could have you makings of really special outfield there. Yamamoto's probably number three. Yeah, probably. And I'm fine with that. I don't really care what his number is, honestly. Mm. I'll let him be three. Let the Rodon be two. Let Yamamoto be three. I'm fine with that. Fine with that. Cole, Rodon, Yamamoto, King, and Schmidt. I mean, probably it's what I'm sure it's what's being considered in a lot of tunnels too. So, um, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Oh yeah. And they, so they're 9 back from Toronto now with 10 games to go. Like today, I mean, honestly, like our bullpen should have been today. Canely 4 walks. Ian Hamilton came with several walks and a couple hits. Like they didn't get it done, and those guys were getting it done for a long time. And but I am again I'm impressed with Michael King did. He wanted to transition to being a starter. They're slowly transitioning him, and I think it's a wise idea. And I think they're doing it right. And he's got that crafty right-handed repertoire that's reminiscent of a Domingo Herman. So not a power pitcher like Garrett Cole. It's a crafty right-hander. So that's a good thing. Yes, Sean Casey. I think some players are adopting his uh, fundamental philosophy. Like I think he's getting players to think differently. So I like it. I like it. Sean Casey, I like it. Yeah, Florial, exactly. Definitely example of a prospect who really can hit major league pitching. Yes, he is, Davey. That's the $1 million question, right? Will they move Soto? Well, this is he's the only guy you're gonna get a haul from for in a trade. So at the very least, I would be looking into it if I were them. Yes. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I like what Michael King is putting together. I like he's kind of gradually transitioning into a starter, building himself into a starter, which is fantastic. It really is. So I hope he continues to get these opportunities and continues to take advantage of them. You know, uh, Miguel Andujar was a guy. I don't know about treated poorly, but he never really got it done here. He couldn't stay healthy. He had that one good rookie year, and then he tried to give him opportunities, then he couldn't stay healthy. So I'm not exactly sure the treated poorly thing even makes that much sense, but I know some people do feel that way. But he was given opportunities and never took advantage of them. Unfortunately, he didn't stay healthy a lot so either, which sucks. That's really unfortunate. King will be better than Schmidt. I could see that, Rob. I could see him being better than Schmidt. I like what first Schmidt and what Schmidt did in the first quarter half. I like what Michael King's doing now. So everybody's good here, Hamster. I appreciate the kind words, man. Thank you. King, I mean, Yamamoto and King could be 3-4 in the rotation. Like they really could be. But they got to add pitching that not named Michael King. At least one guy. I mean, I would like to add King and Yamamoto to this rotation. You know, that makes it a much more stable rotation. But I would also be investing in a key. What do you call it? Key late inning reliever. Maybe another guy that's reliable from the left-handed side. Because I don't see them bringing back Wandy Peralta. So it's going to be interesting to see. But they would be wise to invest in starting bullpen to go with their starting pitching investments. They'd be wise. They really would be. And I really hope they do that. I really hope they do that. And you can use pieces to get some of these in trades. Yeah, Alex, I think Rodon. I mean, he had a 3-month injury. I think he's pegged in to be the number 2 this year. Next year. With a healthy offseason and a healthy spring training, I think he's in the running to be the number 2. And I don't really care like the number. I just want him to be healthy and productive. So he's number 2 and number 3. I don't give a damn. I just want Yamamoto here too. If you get King in here being productive, that's a nice 4. I don't give a damn what the order is. I don't. No. Adjusting from Schmidt. Yeah, I mean Schmidt he's figured it out too. Like I don't think he's given up more than 4 runs in a game. Like or not even a handful of times. No, he's had more good games than he has had bad games. Mark Schmidt. He really has. Um, Worst signing ever. I wouldn't go that far. He showed in the second half of the season how good he could be when he's healthy. He had a stretch of 3 or 4 starts. So he showed glimpses of what he can do. I think the worst signing ever for the Yankees is probably Jacoby Ellsbury. Um, but yeah, Cole Rodon and Yamamoto, that'd be nice ass 3-headed monster, man. Oh, that would be really good. It would be sexy as all hell. I would love that. What's better with they like each other's doppelganger. Rodon and Wells, friggin' twin brothers. Yeah, it was good for a week when he came up. We need a bigger sample size. I like what I saw from him, no doubt about it. But again, hurt. We need to see a bigger sample size of consistency. But again, I like so far what I saw from Dominguez. He showed that he's a legitimate prospect, so that's good. He does look like Indy Rodon's ring with that thick ass Tom Selleck Magnum PI mustache. But yeah, Carl Pavano, another brutal signing. Yep, brutal. And Kagawa, brutal. Yep, Montez. Well, Montez is a trade. And again, the guys that the Yankees gave up for him, I mean, not really doing much in Oakland. So, I think it's a loss for both sides, in all honesty. So, they punished you for a month for a drama, Michael. Why are you causing drama on Snapchat, Lapari? I don't really know much about Snapchat. Like, how can you cause drama on Snapchat? And why'd you do it? A home run off Will Pro and 9th inning when Stanton woke up. Grand Slam. Oh, yeah. Pirates. That was when Judge hit his 60th home run and Stanton hit the walk-off to end the game. I remember that off the Pirates. I remember that clearly. Yeah, I'm with you, Jonathan. I think many changes are needed too. 100%. Hmm. You gotta respect. Unfortunately, Florida, you gotta respect people's wishes, man. I'm impatient too, but if they say, they can't do it or whatever, it's important to respect their wishes. 'Cause a lot of times, if you don't do the black, it can blow up in your face. So, and I hope this doesn't happen to you, Anthony. So just be cognizant of that. Yeah, Chad Green looks solid. You get a whole team full of mustaches next year, Sean. It'd be freaking crazy. Yeah. Yeah, so far so good. Honestly, so far so good with Michael King. I hope we continue to see that, Big Dave. 100%. Uh, we'll see. It's too early to tell, Alex. Too early to tell. Uh, well, if their friendship is important to you, apart, I would just let him be for the month. You never know how people could react to this type of stuff. So, um, it's good to hear, Stephen B. That your wife's doing better. My friend of mine told me his son who's in like third grade tested positive for COVID yesterday too. So it's kind of going around again. New variants going around. Marketplace. Someone selling items in Facebook Marketplace using your profile without Interesting, baby. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Took less. We can prove that. It took less to come to New York, Stephen B. Well, just dive into other things, Anthony. You know, that's the way they feel, and you want to just respect their space, all right? And respecting space, no matter who's patient or impatient. I'm impatient myself, but if something happens like that where I have to give somebody space, it's important. And showing that you could respect their space shows is a good gesture to them. Shows that you respect their friendship and you respect their people. So, not always the easiest thing to do, but it's an important thing to do, Anthony. Yeah, tough situations here, man. We got some drama going on here. We do. Yeah, Orioles and Rays, Aiden. Yeah, I mean, it's you know a World Series watch stream. What do you mean, Minecraft? Like live streaming some World Series games? I could probably do that. Well, Lafari, I mean, people talk to you about not pushing NASCAR. So it's important to be just respectful of it. That's all. But I'll probably live stream a couple World Series games, Minecraft. I probably will. Especially if people want to do it. You want me to do it? I'll do it. Huskies are great dogs. I had a Siberian Husky back in Alaskan Malamute back in the day. Uh, yeah, a lot of folks think it's allergies. Yeah, I'm hearing the same thing, Steven. Stuffy, allergic, allergic, and it's COVID. Yep. Got to be careful. Just have to be aware of it, Lapari. Self awareness important. Just be aware of it. Yeah, Hicks might have found his home in Baltimore. Good for him. Donaldson maybe found his home in Milwaukee. Good for them. You know, is what it is. They weren't working here. It wasn't working out here. So I'm glad they found a place to play it. And I'm glad the Yankees are giving kids a shot, and it's hopefully working out the way we need it to. Um, Sweep the Diamondbacks. It would be awesome if they did that. And yes, it would be. I think Cole might be on the mound tomorrow. They got to freaking beat the Blue Jays. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Little spider. Little spider. I just got him. I would lay out Cole's on the mound tomorrow. So we need Cole. We need Cole to finish off. I mean, he's got one against Blue Jays tomorrow, and then he'll have probably the Blue Jays again in Toronto. So, and that'll be the end of his season. Because we got 3 against the Diamondbacks in Yankee Stadium after this series, and then we go to Toronto for 3, and then we go to Kansas City for 3. And that's the end of the year. So the last homestand they're on right now at Yankee Stadium. Yeah. Yeah, we need to give Colts some run support, seriously. And I'll wrap this up in a minute too. We need him to support Cole. I mean, we can't depend on him for like a 1-0 game, like another Michael King performance. As nice as we got a lot from him, but our offense needs to back up our pitchers. Like, I mean, seriously. And we need this guy. We need him to finish off the season strong, and we need our Cy Young Award winner here in the Bronx with Garrett Cole. Let's do this. Honestly, nice, Stephen B. I love it. Unplug. Yeah, it's just man. So we'll take that. Good performance by King. Build on it. He's setting himself up nicely for next year. So that's to me a silver lining. You know what I mean? Listening is good advice, Lapari. Not many people listen. People like to just talk and talk and talk, and they won't listen to people. So it's a good advice for you to take, and I hope you do. Will Cole opt out or stay for one more? He can't. The opt out isn't until after 2024, Aiden. Okay, and the team is not going to let him walk. They can void his opt out by adding another year to his contract, and they would be nuts to not. How in the world are they going to replace Garrett Cole? So I would no problem adding 1 year to his deal. Zero problem. And the fact is, like, I want him to get 3,000 strikeouts here. I want him to stamp his Hall of Fame candidacy here as the Yankees. So I would have no problem giving him a freaking extra year. Zero. I think they're going to start. Honestly, Alex, I think they're going to start Wells tomorrow. Now that he's got a home run, I think they'll start Wells. Yeah, I mean, once they get mathematically eliminated, I think they're going to shut down some of the veterans. Probably Judge, probably Stanton. Let more of the kids play. I think so. No. Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's terrible to hear. Pats fan died during the game. Damn, one plug. That's terrible. I mean, I missed it, Brian. Like, it's not going to be there. So the fire Cashman night is not going to have any effect. But if they want to do it, go right ahead. Go right ahead. I do think at the minimum they'll go with Higgy. They'll go with Higgy or Austin Wells, Alex. I think. No. Probably doesn't, but he's going to Lewis because he's gonna go down towards the end with his team. So that's how they do it. You know what I mean? We'll see. Yeah, we're keeping an eye on the Storms. And we need to build around Cole. That's why you get somebody like Yamamoto. Make it harder for him to want to opt out. You know what I mean? Yeah, same here, one plug. Like, I don't do anything crazy or dangerous or anything like that. It's pointless. Got 3 girls. I want to be healthy and safe for them. And that's priority number one. Everything else is just background. You know, I appreciate that. Appreciate the kind words. I really do. I really, really do. But get ready, gang. I'm putting the final finishing touches on my MLB free agent predictions, and that's gonna be a burner. That game, that video is gonna be crazy. So you'll see some surprising stuff in that. Yeah, we'll get some pitching this offseason, Lapari. You get a Yamamoto, they get a good out left fielder. That's a good start. Put them in a play, put the playoff position for next year. It is a good start. Um, but they're gonna have to build off it too. They really do. Yeah, I mean, extend it to. Yeah, I mean, I would be okay with giving them an extra 2 years. That's what they did with CC. It's a different situation, but they were afraid CC was going to opt out, and they restructured his contract and gave him 2 years. So I wouldn't have this. I wouldn't have a problem with Cole. Cole doesn't have the off the field issues that CC had. So I feel more secure with Cole, giving Cole extra 2 years. So much more secure and much. Yeah, I mean, I think it'd be a good idea. And again, who in the hell they gonna? How are they gonna replace him? What are you gonna replace him with? You know? Joe and my consigliere have a great night, my friend. Spencer Jones. I'm not sure he's gonna get called this year, but I think he'll be in spring training. Honestly, but we'll see. You never know. You never know. Got 10 games left. 10 games left. We'll see what type of moves his team makes. Honestly, we'll see what the hell they do this offseason. But let me let you all go too. I thank you for coming on. 9 games out, 10 games left. So they have to win every game. The Blue Jays have to lose every game in order for the Yankees to surpass the Blue Jays for the postseason. The chances are pretty much zero. But no matter if they're mathematically eliminated, I don't care. I'm going to ride it until the end with the crew. Still be talking Yankees. Still be rocking Yankees. So, you know what I mean? I doubt it. I don't think Boone's going to go. I don't think so. I don't think they're going to let Boone go apart. I mean, get Soto and left and Bell. If you get Soto in free agency after this year, which I think he'll probably stay, the Padres are going to try to build around him if they can. But you're right, Bellinger can replace Rizzo at first base, and which opens up left field for somebody like Soto. And Dominguez will be back at that point. So, it's possible. But it better not be a rubber stamp on the prior ad, man. No, I doubt it. I doubt it. Probably Stephen B. I appreciate the kind words, man. You're a legend, dude. Problem with Corbin Burns, he's going to be a lot of money. And you're going to have to give up a lot of prospects for him. He's got 1 more year left. So, and he's older. That's why I like Soto, because he's also got 1 more year left, but he's only 24. So it's a different stretch of a decade or whatever, 8 or 10 years or whatever many years that you're getting with him versus another player. So, I pass on Otani. I do. I mean, I do think Soto's going to wind up getting the free agency. And if they do, then they got to pounce. They got to put their very best offer forward. Because Uncle Steve is going to do it. Other teams are going to do it. The Angels, the Dodgers, other teams are going to do it. And there's so much talk about him in pinstripes, and he looks so damn good in pinstripes. He even did a commercial with him in freaking pinstripes. So, let's get him in pinstripes, please. He's a generational player, and we need generational players. We'll see what they do. We'll see what they do. But peace and love to all of you. Have a wonderful night. Hope you're all having a great week, and I thank you all. I'll be back here tomorrow. See you then.